Yo, welcome to another great episode of the Big Hammock Podcast. Yeah. I know I might look a little different. I don't look like Zac. Zac's a little under the weather, but we do got a surprise. We do have him on the line tonight.
The show must go on.
It's got to go on, brothers. That's how we got to do, and we got to do it like we always do.
Zachary, can you hear us?
Can you hear yourself? You hear yourself?
I can hear you, buddy. You sound like you're in some pain.
Just a little bit.
Let the listeners know what is going on, bro, after your major surgery. Is your name no longer Zachary?
No, my name's still Zachary. Everything went good on the wisdom teeth surgery, but I got the dry sockets, and yeah, they're not feeling very well.
Oh man.
Well, we're not going to keep you long, Zach.
Yeah.
We just wanted to call you before it got too late. We got too far into the show. We're actually opening up the show with calling you.
Yeah.
And we just had some news to tell you. We wanted to make sure you was a part of it, even though you're not here. And I will let our host of the night go ahead and tell you the good news.
All right, but
Hey, hold on? Can I stop you real quick? Like, Malcolm, you sound way too professional, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's you gotta like, I don't know, cut out the professional.
no, we're growing.
Bro, we have to stay professional. The show has to maintain its professionalism without the host here, bro.
Yeah.
So I have the co-host stepping in your position, and now I got to step into the co-host position. And don't interrupt again, okay? We're going to have to kick you off. So, Trav.
I can't get it. Okay, go ahead.
What, Zachary?
You just sound way too professional. I just can't get over it. Like, yeah.
Are you saying I could do this for like a job? You saying I'm that professional?
Like CNN News or some crap. Like, we're not CNN News, bro.
Wow. So what does that make me then? Are we just gonna kick old poor Trav to the curb and be like, you're gonna just stay doing podcasts?
Trav, we already done got you down for what was it we said earlier before? It was sci-fi. We got you down for sci-fi. Matter of fact, sci-fi, they don't even have a newscast or a podcast or like an interview show. Does sci-fi have anything like that?
So I don't know, but I just want the listeners to know. We tried to keep the show going on. Zach is under the weather. We try to keep things moving. We try to keep things going. And all he does is criticize.
Uh-oh.
I just want everybody to know. And it's okay, though, Zach, because we have good news, and I'm sure you want to hear it.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be very exciting. But before we get to that news, I want to reach out to everybody out there in YouTube land. I know you're watching the shows. I'm seeing the analytics. You're still not hitting that like and subscribe button.
Nope.
We are getting some growth, though. We got 181 subscribers now, but it's going to take you guys' help to keep getting this channel growing, keep expanding these shows. The more likes and the views and the comments that we get, guess what? We can start making money on this show. We can start putting some more production into it, and, sky's the limit. Also, we're coming to you live on Spotify, Apple. We got the new station, Pandora. We just got last week launched live on TuneIn Radio. And in that's amazing. So any podcast station where you can find and type in the Big Hammock Podcast, we're there.
And now back to our regular scheduled program.
And you can ask Alexa for us too.
That is right. It is all connected to it. So if if you have Pandora and you're tuning in with your Alexa and you just say play the Big Hammock Podcast.
Right. So it has to be through Pandora though.
Which is another awesome feature. They are owned by Sirius XM satellite radio. So again, viewers, if you hit that like button, you hit that subscribe button, and you blow up this show, what's the next level? I'd love to get on some Sirius radio.
Some Serious Radio.
Yes, sir. So, man, you were on some good stuff, brother. I love this. I love seeing Zach a little. Woohoo!
Oh, so the good news.
So-
Zach, are you ready for the news?
Man, I'm excited about. I'm on the edge of my
Awesome.
seat.
Awesome.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll.
We need to add that sound effect.
I know.
On July 29th, it's a Tuesday, the Big Hammock will be premiering at the drive-in for the 14th annual anniversary of the grand reopening. So far, the drive-in's been open for 14 years. After they remodeled, after everything has been done, and not only are we premiering that night there, they're gonna turn the whole drive-in into the old way. So everything's gonna be up on the big front screen. They're gonna shut off the rear projectors and everything. All the cars are gonna line up just like the old days, like it was when I was a boy, going to the drive-in with my father, and we're all gonna watch the Big Hammock on the big screen. But there is more.
Wait, there's more.
So
Okay, so hold on.
Okay.
July the 29th?
Yeah, it's going to be July 29th. It's going to be a Tuesday. So what they're going to do, they're going to want to start the show between 8:45 and 9 o'clock. That way it gets dark enough for everybody, since it is going to be on the bigger screen up front. But they're going to let us come out there before the show starts. We're going to be able to do a live podcast there.
So hold on.
Yeah, right.
The 29th. The 29th.
Yeah, July 29th.
You got to get there early.
Yep.
Yeah, get there early.
Yeah, we're gonna get there early to get everything set up. We're gonna be pulling off a live podcast that night. But we're also doing something very, very neat. So we're gonna do a different kind of meet and greet. So the way they're gonna set up the cameras, we're gonna run everything through the projector. Everything is gonna be splashed onto that big screen. So everybody in the parking lot is watching that screen. They're gonna be able to see all the cast and crew that we can get there that night live on screen before the movie premieres.
So everybody show up.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So they're really gearing this. They're really gearing this to be a very very big night. And like I said, with it's being dedicated to us with them as a huge celebration in Ocala. Like I said, for it's the 14th year.
How cool is that?
Yeah, that is amazing. I almost fell over when I was talking to the owner last night on the phone.
And tell him how much.
Cool is that?
Tell him how much the. Tell him how much the admission is, Travis.
Now get this. Are you ready? So, on this grand event to get everybody there, you will be able to see the Big Hammock for free at the drive-in.
Wow.
And then the deal we got worked out with them, once they come through, they're going to see the movie free. They'll have to go through and get their concession stand vouchers and stuff like that. So we still got to show support and love. Each one of us will do the same thing when we come through. We'll get our vouchers. That way the drive-in can make money that night. And then the rest is on us. It's nothing but a huge celebration for their 14th year anniversary.
Man, that boy Travis, one bad producer. Son.
Hey man, hey, I ain't the only one, man. I had to try to top you, bro, because you got us into that travel gig at Ohio, and I didn't give up, man. I kept emailing. I actually got him hold of him through Facebook. So I just started copying the messages I was sending through email. Apparently his email wasn't working. He read it, and then hit me with the surprise, and he was like, "Does it, is this something that we can do with you guys?" And I was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Heck yeah.
So everybody out there, if you're watching or listening or however you're taking in this podcast, I say if you are part of the cast and crew, it would be great if you showed up, obviously supporting your own work. And that way we could do the meet and greet, do the live podcast, maybe do a little Q&A. Everything is not 100% as far as the live podcast going well. We just kind of wing these things, you know. So If it doesn't turn out, whatever. But
man, if there's anything we do is wing things, but we can wing this to the T.
Bro,
I mean, this is in Ocala. Nothing against. We know we had a good time in Morgan County, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Great time.
Well, that one's going down in the books. But here's the thing: we're home for this.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're for sure. We're going to definitely make some stuff happen out of this driving.
Here's the thing, too, Zach. I want the Morgan County family to know that we drove up there for that show to bring them the movie. They can come down here for this driving.
Yeah. I mean,
Moco, come see Lobo. You know what I'm saying? Come on with it.
Hey, it's only 14.5 hour drive with
Come
pit
on
stop.
down.
So funny. Yeah, hey, you know what? It is during the summertime too. What a great summertime vacation.
Yeah.
Come on with it.
Oh yeah,
Come on with it.
we're definitely excited about what's going on because once we do and close up the rest of the deals with the drive-in, like I said, they're ecstatic over it, and they said, what better way to celebrate the 14th anniversary by showing a film about Ocala, made in Ocala, for locals. It's just the guys threw the roof over it. Yeah.
Which is why we had to do this emergency episode, and we still wanted to include you, but obviously we know, for your circumstances, but it's because he wants to get the marketing going really fast.
Yep.
So we got to get him the trailer. We have to make us a little video tonight, introducing the night and everything like that. So that's why we kind of wanted to just jump on this and call you and bring you on in.
Yeah, but
well, listen, we talked about doing an Ocala episode, where we talk about Ocala, and I feel like what a better way to talk about Ocala than to promote for this movie.
Right.
At the Ocala Drive-In.
Yeah, because I mean, this means a lot. That drive-in means a lot to so many people. I remember. I remember coming up. It was one of the only ones around here, and then I got to talking with the owner. And during COVID time, when all the theaters were shut down and everything was going on, that drive-in stayed alive. The drive-in stayed alive so much that there was 9 extra ones throughout the state of Florida. And now after COVID, people forgot about the drive-in and they all closed down, and there's only 4 remaining. Well, the main one remaining in Ocala is the oldest drive-in and throughout. Like it just is. It's been around for years and years and years. That's why I'm excited to see this film on that original screen. Right. It's not the new stuff that they put in. It is going to be played through the new projectors and stuff, but it's going to have that original drive-in feel. And like I said, with all the cars facing frontwards and everything like that, it's going to be just like it was when I was a kid. Yeah.
So the Big Hammock is still making big moves, and we ain't done. It ain't died down. Momentum's still going. Y'all come check it out, man. And it's a free show, so nobody has an excuse not to come, all right? We ain't even charging. Y'all come watch it. And he's going to show the trailer to the movie for the whole month.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be in and out, in between films, before films, every single night. So it's going to be running for a month before we even get started on this. That's another reason why we wanted to go ahead and do this tonight.
Yeah, we had to jump on it.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's going on his web.
Big Hammock.
And it's going on the website, and he's promoting it through his Facebook. He's got 65,000 followers. And the big push is Jurassic Park starts Tuesday. So if we can get all this stuff to him before Tuesday, it starts there, and that's where he really wants to put the push, because a lot of people is going to show up for Jurassic Park. So, yeah.
So we figured we'd give you a call, Zachary. I hope you're excited, because we are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I reckon you get you some sleep, because you got an episode to record in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be there with old Dave.
Dave. All right, bub. We'll go back to sleep.
Are you coming, Travis?
Yeah, I'm your new co-host. Yeah. This is awesome. I'm no longer a guest.
So you're coming tomorrow morning?
Yes, sir.
For the one for Dave?
Oh, yeah.
Right, cool deal.
Me and you tearing it up, brother. Malcolm's gonna kind of sit back in the passenger seat for a little bit, kind of stay behind the lines, and then me and you are just going to take this podcast to the next level. Not to say that Malcolm's not going to be around. He's still going to be editing everything, but Malcolm's got his hands in a lot of different pots, and the best way to take some of that pressure off of him is me and you just spearhead this thing and then keep pushing, keep promoting, keep filming these shows, and keep getting the word out there, and then, you know.
Yeah, you know, Zac Sherer called me and needs me to help him with the next movie. So.
Yeah.
Who?
Bro, don't you say who.
Zac Sherer?
Zac Sherer, bro. Don't you bash him on this show. You will be kicked off this show, bro.
Ooh, I can
I
get
don't
permanent.
even know who Zac Sherer is.
A lot of people don't.
That's because you're a loser, Zach.
I don't know who Rob Schneider is.
Yeah.
You would know who Rob Schneider is.
Rob Schneider's
Bro,
way more talented than Zach.
Go back to bed, Redden. We're cutting it off now. Go back to. We've been on the phone with you too long.
I'll just put it this way: you're offending Superman.
Yeah, bro. Get out of here.
The Snyder cut was amazing.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Zach.
All right. Well, listen. Go get you some rest.
Yeah, get you some rest, man. We'll see you in the morning.
All right, we'll see y'all later.
All right, brother.
He hung up.
There you go. So what do you think about that, man? How exciting is that?
So I think it's pretty cool because, like you said, man, just the history behind it,
Yeah.
the meaning behind the Big Hammock anyways, you know. So I just think it's going to really turn out. I'm hoping that it draws a crowd. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know, we're going to get some of the same people that's already seen it. It's probably got DVDs and Blu Rays, which is cool. I don't care. But hopefully it'll draw some of a different crowd of just locals that want to come and experience it.
Oh, yeah.
know?
No, definitely,
So,
definitely.
I think
and he's going to let us sell the DVDs and Blu Rays there.
Yeah, we'll
So,
set up, you
yep.
know, make sure that we have a stand and everything. Nah, man, I'm excited, bro. I think it's going to be really cool. I honestly can't wait to see how the live podcast comes out. If we can actually
that's
pull
gonna
that
be
off.
exciting.
Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
be really cool. And I'll set up a panel of who's gonna be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Obviously, you and Zach, and then
Yeah.
I'll try to see if I can get maybe Damon or
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully, D ain't busy.
Yeah. We get
So-
him down here.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, that's exciting times, man. I mean, they've played a couple of the things that I've been involved with there, and there is a different feeling. Like, you can sit in a movie theater all the time. You got, you know, people around you. But when you see it on that gigantic screen and it's being pumped in through your stereo, and then you happen to look out and you're not just seeing people, you're just seeing aisles and aisles of cars, man. It's an amazing, amazing feeling. I know I don't talk about my wife too much on this show. There's one thing that the drive-in does. They usually do it yearly. They play a movie, Labyrinth. It's an old Jim Henson movie. It was made in 1985. I was just a little boy when that came out, and even though me and my wife's got a different age, you know, gap before I met her,
A big one.
yeah, it's 12 years, but you know, I met her after she was 21, so it's all legal. But it's a movie that we share. Hey, she was old enough to drink. That's all I gotta say. But it was a movie that we share together.
Right.
So when the drive-in plays that, you know, we can both kind of relive different versions of our childhood, and it's right there at the drive-in. Yeah. So, I mean, hats off to, you know, keeping that thing going, and the amazing part that it's 14 years of the grand reopening since they've redone everything, and all the new owners and everything that they've done, and all the hard work that they've done there. That's why I'm calling out all of you guys. Please support this. I know we're doing a free show, but please make sure that you're getting your vouchers through the front doors when you go there, because that is the one way that we're able to pull off this free show. Is the support that everybody showing up is going to help with the concession stand. So
yeah, sweet. Super excited. Good job.
All right.
Well,
I didn't do too bad.
You didn't do too bad.
Nice, man. Zach, watch out, bro. I am coming for your job.
He's
I'm
coming
just
for
kidding.
your job. Nah,
just
nobody
kidding.
can do it like Zach.
Yeah, man. Zach's the man. I had a lot of big shoes to fill tonight. I was nervous before getting on here. It's a lot easier being a guest. It's a bigger thing sitting in the host seat, and knowing everything, what you got to say, and keep everything rolling. But I think I did a pretty good job.
You did good, man.
Not bad, not bad. I didn't do CNN, good, but that's it.
He didn't like my newscaster voice, but I've been working on it all day.
So make sure that you guys go to the bighammock.com. One word, bighammock.com. And you can pick up your DVDs, your Blu-rays. You can also get your VODs. And if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. We see the analytics. Tune in on Spotify, Apple, and anywhere that you can find the Big Hammock Podcast. We'll be there. Till next time, folks. We'll talk to you later.
That seemed doped up.
Yeah, bro. He's on some good shit.